Well, welcome back, everyone. This is Mr. O again. We're here doing our third PowerPoint reading slash ed puzzle in this very short unit uh, on Greece. Today, we'll be doing uh, talking about Greece and their government, some of their cities, and to get you started. So there's your video you can click on. It's our YouTube video, your Megan Trainer parody. Hopefully it's sticking in your brain. I really hope you guys are listening to this video and not just skipping. Obviously, when you come back to school, we'll be playing this for you on a daily basis. I know they seem cheesy, but it really sticks in your head. Music and knowledge go really well together. So anyway, I'm going to move on. Okay, we're in the still 700s to 336 BC. Now, talk about our government first. Government. Greek city-states had different types of governments. They were not all the same. We had the aristocracy, which is ruled by nobility. This is like what you would see in like Britain or something, where you're ruled by a queen right now, and they have royalty, and the ruling is passed down from generation. You have a tyrant, which is really a person who illegal gained power, but had people's support and brought a better life to the people. So while they may not have gone through a general election and been voted in, they may have overthrown the previous ruler, but the people backed them. And as you know, if the masses of people back you, now you're in charge. Next, we have a democracy, which is like we do in our country, government where power lay in the hands of all citizens. But remember, not everyone was a citizen. Remember, women were not citizens, slaves were not citizens. You had to be a land-owning male to be a citizen. But if you were a citizen of Greece, you were in the power company, the power elite. You could vote, and you had rights. An oligarchy, it's just where a few wealthy people held the power. You may have some really powerful people who have all the money and all the power and control, and they run it. It might just be a handful of people that are in charge telling everyone else what to do. Okay, military. Now, you see a photo here I'm going to refer to in a moment. But each city-state had an army, and some had a navy. Because remember, Greece is surrounded on three sides by water. Remember, Ionian, Mediterranean, Aegean Sea. So it's a peninsula. So having a navy would be very beneficial. A hoplite. It's an infantry soldier who carried a long spear, as you see in the photo. And then what they're doing in the photo, they're making a phalanx. It's a military formation where hoplites fought together in closely spaced rows with overlapping shields. You see how their shields are kind of overlapping, and it makes it like a wall. So they can stay behind this safety of the shields, and they could reach over top with their spears and attack. And they might be 12, 14, 16 rows deep, this phalanx. They're very hard to beat. I've actually had to beat a phalanx in one of the video games I played. So very difficult, very effective battle technique. All right, we continue. With Greece, we see the ships. We're talking about trade. Now, remember, most of Greece, things did not grow very well in this rocky, mountainous soil. So trade was very important for the Greeks. Greek city-states traded throughout the Mediterranean region and established colonies around the Mediterranean Black Seas. Each colony supplied its metropolis, its parent city, with grain and other goods. So maybe that area was able to grow things they could not in the parent city. Okay, so let's think. How many of these city-states have you heard of in Greece? I bet you've actually probably heard of more than you think. Let's look. Okay, here's our map. We see our three seas I just referred to. There's Macedonia. We have Persia to the east. Then, of course, down south of this is Africa, Egypt, the Mesopotamia area. But in this area, let's see what you know. We have Attica. Many people have heard of that. We have Peloponnesus, which we're going to talk about the Peloponnesian War momentarily. Athens, the most famous city of all. My hometown of Nashville, Tennessee, has a full-size Parthenon. Therefore, it's referred to as the Athens of the South. It's a beautiful full-size Parthenon. If you ever go to Nashville, You've got to go check out the Parthenon. Thebes, Megara, Corinth, which you may have heard biblical, the Corinthians you may have heard of. Olympia, where Mount Olympus was, is where the 12 Olympians lived, the 12 gods that lived there. And Sparta, you may have heard of them, right? I am Sparta, if you've seen the movie 300, but you should not have seen that movie. It's rated R, with your parents' permission. Argos, which we're going to talk about later. And we have a wonderful linked video to Argos. It's a beautiful, beautiful city. Okay, we'll move on. Let's talk about these cities. Magara. It's a powerful city-state located on Attica. It was colonized Byzantine on the coast of what is now Turkey, or we called that Asia Minor previously. They're known for their beautiful textiles. It's the birthplace of the philosopher Euclides. And beginning in the 650s BC, they lost power and land to neighboring and powerful Athens. And they were conquered by Athens during the Peloponnesian War. Okay, next, Corinth, which again I mentioned, it's biblical, the Corinthians. The video in the bottom down here, that's really nice little video, just a few minutes long. Please check that out. I think you'll enjoy it. Okay, this is located on a narrow strip of land that connected Peloponnesus to Attica. It's about halfway between Athens and Sparta. So very good location. It's one of the largest city-states and largest centers of trade in Greece. Their economic success often caused conflict with Athens, and they sided with Sparta during the Peloponnesian War. Okay, so they definitely were against Athens. Okay. Now Argos, all this loaded at once. I'll just read it. Now Argos is located on the Peloponnesian Peninsula. They dominated the peninsula until the rise of Sparta. They remained neutral during the Persian Wars, but they sided with Athens during the Peloponnesian War. And we also have two videos. We see a beautiful Greek fort in one of the videos, and there's a nice, beautiful time lapse of Argos I mentioned earlier. Very beautiful place. It's only 2 minutes, so it's worth watching the video. Okay, next, it's a beautiful amphitheater. You could stand where those people are and talk without a microphone, and the people at the very top could hear your voice due to the way the sound reverberates in that bowl. Okay, we continue. Thebes. It's located northwest of Athens. They did not like Athens and helped the Persians during the Persian War and Sparta during the Peloponnesian War. So they did not get along with Athens. Not all the city-states got along. There was plenty of conflict going around. And in 371 BC, Thebes defeated Sparta and for a short time became the dominant military power in Greece. All right, that's it, guys. That's our cities. That's a little bit about the military. Hope you did great on your Ed puzzle today. Remember, write these notes down in purple, guys, because you can use your notes on the test, remember? So those are your notes. Hope you did excellent. Good luck on your quiz over this later today. If you have any questions, reach out to myself, Miss Carol, or Mr. Lockett. We are available to you through email, through text. If you're here at school, not text, through email or through Classroom. If we're in school teaching, then just walk up to us and ask us, right? Have a wonderful day, guys. We'll talk to you next time.